Okay, Hannah. Hannah, you didn't do that, Hannah. Hannah, stop it. God damn it, Hannah.
Of course he's crazy. Hi.
No, I'm not ready.
Hello.
I'm not ready.
My name is Mitch.
Oh my God. This is what it's like being married to a man, honestly. That was great.
Membriash, brought to you by Mitch and I'm not ready.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, I'm Mitch.
Hi, I'm Ashley.
This is Membriash.
Our channel where we watch TV.
Yeah, today we're watching Love is Blind, Season 7, Episode 11. So this is the last for this week's drop, and then I think we have probably 1 or 2 episodes next week.
One.
Only 1 for all the weddings?
Well, because
all 2 of them?
Right. I think there's 2 people getting married, so I don't really think it's going to be... I don't actually know how they're going to stretch it to be a full episode.
Yeah. We're going to have at least 1 couple out of this, I think. We always do. You know, there's always one.
Garrett and Taylor.
You think so still?
Garrett is not online looking like that without being with Taylor.
You're right. Boom.
Like, have you seen...
Sleuthing
has anyone
done.
else seen Garrett's new, like, Instagram style?
Up.
I don't even know if it's it's weird. It's
a
weird.
wife up.
Knowing him like he comes across on the show and then seeing what he looks like now.
With, like, the jacket over the shoulder.
It's very
and,
strange.
You know?
Right. He's like a weird, like, Kohl's catalog model now.
Yeah.
I don't know about it.
Maybe he's a Gander Mountain model? I don't know. Where do people get their fishing gear?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Where do people get their fishing gear? Fish shops?
Fish magazine. I don't know.
Bass Pro Shops.
Bass Pro Shop. There we go.
They go to Bass Pro Shop. Okay. Well, now that we know. Now we're good.
Bass. Well, he's not catching bass. He's spearfishing.
Doesn't matter what you're catching. You go to Bass Pro Shops regardless.
You have the fish?
It's for everything. They got everything.
Oh, you know, like,
the wallfish?
Do
you think Bass Pro Shop's just covered in wallfish?
Yeah.
Stop.
What are they saying?
This is too many tangents.
Okay.
God.
Back on target. Let's hop in.
No.
Oh.
I have something to say because I've been editing the previous episode, episode 10, our reaction of that. And I was rewatching. Calm your face down, honestly. I was rewatching.
I'm Jasper.
Twilight season, everyone. Stop with the tangents.
I just said I'm Jasper.
Are you focused?
I'm done.
Okay. Oh, God damn it. I can't.
You were just rewatching.
I'm going to go down the tangent.
No,
and then it's going to be a problem for all of us.
I'm not doing anything.
Problems for all. Okay.
Hoa.
Anyone else celebrate Twilight season? Okay, stop. You're done. You're cut off. Okay? We're here to talk about something very specific, and that is Love is Blind. Okay?
Okay.
All comments need to be in that vein, and I have one, which I would like to enter into the equation now. I rewatched the conversation between Ramses and Marissa about...
From yesterday.
Yeah.
Or from the episode 10.
From episode 10, where she basically, because we were talking through it, we missed the, like, very subtle context that was not subtle for some people, but felt subtle to me, which is that she was on her period. And that affects her really strongly.
Okay, like seasonal depression already a thing, and then you have vitamin D deficiency on top of it.
She doesn't feel good, right? She doesn't feel good, okay?
Yeah.
And the impression that I got from watching the conversation a second time is that he was pushing for them to have sex when she didn't feel good. And then she said, no, I don't feel good.
And then he's like, I don't feel loved or something?
Yeah, and he was like, well, is there going to be affection in our relationship? And she's
so he's
like
globalizing a single issue.
Yeah, so that's why I think, my impression now is that's why she was like, I don't know, like, men cheat on their wives when they have cancer. Like, how are you going to handle the fact that, like, I may not feel great and want to have sex with you always, you know?
And then the fact that he's making it such a big deal. So you're like maybe more and more like discomfort around Ramses around his need for sex in that relationship, or...
I don't know, because part of me is like, I understand the concern that you maybe don't want to get into a relationship with someone that has a drastically different sexual appetite than you. Like, that does make sense to me.
Yeah.
But the way he was talking to her about it on a second watch, I'm like, I don't understand why this dude has a problem understanding that she doesn't feel good, man.
Like, it's pretty simple.
She doesn't freaking feel good. Right. Like, leave her alone.
When your partner feels good, it's a normal, loving thing to be like, are you okay? How can I help you?
Yeah.
Not, well, Jesus, are we ever going to have sex again?
Yeah, and
that's what you're saying. So it kind of felt like.
It felt like a gentler way of him being like, but how do I know that we're going to have affection in our relationship then? And she's like, I don't know why you're globalizing this, basically.
Yeah. And I mean, it's an immature way to fight or argue or even like feel sometimes, because you and I have both been there. We've globalized things at times. And we tend to not do it as much anymore, and that makes our relationship a lot healthier.
I think so. And it's hard to rewatch because it's like, what is he gonna do? And she puts it perfectly. She's like, what are you gonna do when, like, before I have kids, there's gonna be a period of time I'm probably not gonna want to have sex with you. After I have our kids, there's gonna be a period of time I'm probably not gonna want to have sex with you.
What are you gonna do then?
What are you gonna do if I get sick? What are you gonna do if I get cancer? What are you gonna do? You gonna leave me then?
Yeah.
And it's like, I do get the feeling from him that's not unrealistic for her to say to him.
Well, I don't feel loved anymore.
Right. Or this affection, it wasn't what I expected because this isn't what we talked about. And it's like, people go through different things where, like, they may not be having sex with you all the time. And I don't mean to downplay the fact that, like, clearly he has a right to, like, feel how he feels, and, like, it's an important thing to bring up and talk about how people can feel rejected by their partners, even if, like, their partner is sick or something, or
not
like
intentionally, because there's like that cause and effect, like she's not trying to reject him, but she's like, not right now, which is in a way a rejection, but it's not like, I'm not rejecting you as a person, I'm rejecting the idea of intimacy right now. So, but there's a feeling of rejection from him, but like the fact that he's just not thinking about it enough and sensitively enough, I think, is the issue then. Right. So it's again him being insensitive about her when it comes to sex.
It's so focused on him too. He's not really like asking her questions about it in a way that feels, to me, it didn't feel like a supportive conversation. It felt like I was unclear about why he was making a situation where she doesn't feel good because she's on her period about him. It was irritating on second watch.
I didn't rewatch it, but I'm sure I would have had the same opinions. Sorry if we totally missed the mark last episode because we haven't posted it yet and we don't know what people are going to feel about that. But obviously,
I feel like they're going to
be a little more frustration about Ramses
in the comments, being like,
"What the hell's wrong with you?"
Right? Because we did just kind of, and I think part of it was too, like her talking about her health stuff too, pretty triggering for me personally because I have some health stuff. So then, like, that whole conversation, I was a little out of it. Right. And then on rewatch, I was like, "Dang, man, this is just like a minefield. This conversation is like a lot." And it made me, again, it's not like, I think Ramses is the worst guy ever.
And not the worst guy on the season or the show, but
pushing for sex when your partner doesn't, and he kept being like, I don't want you to ever do anything you don't want to do, but like the pressure felt like it was there.
And he's already placed the pressure out there. Right. So now is she going to be like trying to initiate when she's kind of at like 50% instead of 80% or 100%, even though like, you know what I mean?
Because she's worried that he won't feel fulfilled in the relationship or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's a little annoying to me to watch it. And it's almost like a setup for like, and I'm not saying he's intentionally doing this, but it's almost like a setup for the future for him to be able to be like, well,
I told you it was important.
Right, when we got together, we would be having sex all the time. And we would be affectionate.
3.5 times a week.
Affection for me right now, you know? And she's like, I just had your child a week ago. Like, calm down.
Yeah. Like, dude, it's going to be a little bit.
Right. You're gonna have to wait.
Do you want to say more or should we hop in? Because that was probably a 10-minute intro.
You know, I am just into the 10-minute intros now.
We're doing, this is a new thing we're trying out, 10-minute intros. And with that said, let's hop into episode 11. Like and subscribe before we get going. And that's it.
Let's do it like the Gen Zs. Let's go!
Let's go! I don't even know how to do it.
I don't know how to do it.
Let's go!
Are any of these right?
I don't know. I don't even know the intonation, right?
There is an intonation.
I know.
Too.
Let's go!
Let's go!
I think there's like a pronounced like...
Oh.
Let's go! I think the
Z.
let's is real quick. Gen Z, correct us. Alright, so there's
tension
glammed
here
out. There's
because
tension.
Nick was flirting with Katie.
This is the ending of their relationship, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was just talking about shit that happened.
Talking about how attracted we were to each other.
They said if there was someone I wanted to talk to, it would be Katie.
So you got what you wanted.
Right. I'm a man.
What the f*** was that?
Like, what does that even mean?
What does that mean?
Were you guys talking about how fucking fabulous I am, or were you fucking talking about your past relationships?
Mature enough at this age?
Are you mature enough, Nick? Because I taught you fucking everything that you fucking know.
Okay, Hannah, you didn't do that, Hannah. Hannah, stop it. God damn it, Hannah.
Katie had came up to me 3 different times tonight, told me how attractive you were.
What does that have to do with me?
That's Katie's problem, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, what does that have to do with him? That doesn't have anything to do with him. He's happy about it, though.
He laughs. What has to do with him is he had a 40-minute long conversation with somebody that said that they were really attracted to him. That is her friend.
But he didn't know that she was coming up to everybody and their brother and saying that he was hot. That's her friend's problem to do that to her boyfriend.
I agree, but didn't she basically say that to him in their conversation?
What?
That she's like, you're really attractive and stuff. I'm not sure. I don't remember. You didn't get to editing that yet.
Not really.
We're fuzzy on it.
I don't know if I don't trust you, but I don't know if I trust Katie.
Yeah, you shouldn't. That's your friend, dude.
But can you blame
Be mad
Nick?
At your friend.
If you trust Nick, can you blame him for Katie not being trustworthy? And now that he knows, he shouldn't continue to be friends with her.
I said, hey, like Hannah and I are in a fantastic place. I can't wait to get married.
Are we?
No, you're not.
So he lied to Katie?
Right, you lied to Katie.
I almost called her Canada. I don't know what's going on there. You lied to Canada, Nick.
I'm into you, and I'm into this, right? So
is he though? Is that real?
I don't know. I'm confused. Because if I felt that from him all the time, I would hear what he's saying. I'd be like, you're right. Like, who cares if some lady's like, oh, you're so attractive, and he's like, no, I'm good. You know, like. But then he doesn't seem like he's super into her all the time. That said, she seems less into him than he seems into her. I don't know. This relationship, man, I can't interpret it.
He was kind of flirty with Katie. I don't think their conversation was the most appropriate, but it also wasn't the worst. It was whatever.
He just did a bet. Okay, roll with it. How do we say let's go, Nick?
Please tell us.
I think I'm just ready for bed.
bet, me too.
Bet! She didn't like the way he showed up because he talked to her for too long.
Why does he keep saying bet?
Stop
when
saying
he's drunk, he
bet.
just says bet over and over again.
It is a little confusing because I don't know if she's articulated perfectly what he did wrong. I get her discomfort, but did she identify what he could have done better in the future?
Their communication is not good.
It's true.
Before we go to sleep, is there something that you are mad at me for that I could have done better?
No.
Because it's like she maybe she's right to feel frustrated about what happened, and then he wants to know, did I fuck it up? Did I do something I should have done differently? It so sucks watching them though, because then previously she calls him a boy, and she's the only thing that turned him into a man, and I'm like, dude, it's such a crazy thing to say.
It's so rude to say about anyone. That's such a wild thing to say
for somebody you just met.
She always goes to that place too when they end up getting heated.
I know, I hate it.
It goes to this place where like you were nothing before me. And
I
it's like,
know,
I just don't,
dude. I hate that.
You
don't need to do that. It's not true, and it's Delulu.
It is Delulu. We're talking about Delulu. That's Delulu, dude.
Welcome to San Diego.
Finally getting to show it around the hometown.
They went.
San Diego.
Okay.
I think we cut how much we love San Diego. This is brought to you by the San Diego Board of Commerce.
Saying things are brought by people that
It's
they're
not
brought by.
This is not brought to you by the San Diego Board of Commerce. Or
unless they want to sponsor this video.
yeah, unless they want to sponsor this video. Come on, as San Diego.
I also feel like if they sponsor the video, they should fly us to San Diego. Just saying.
I should wear my Mitch's seafood shirt because it's from fucking
San Diego. We like San Diego.
Yeah.
You know, his reaction to his ex was a lot more friendly than like I thought it would be. It actually made me feel like shit.
Well, I'm curious what it was actually saying.
I want to see the text.
I need to see
Proof.
the text because is it her feeling uncomfortable after a weird communication between her and Garrett, or did he say, was he more open or flirtatious or whatever with the ex? I need to know that.
I don't feel like Garrett has the ability to be flirtatious
I
with
know.
his ex. Like,
Hi,
I don't... Like...
this is Garrett.
Fish pic.
Fish pic? Would you like to see my sheep's head? And it's a picture of a fish.
24 hours ago, a happy and anticipated wedding, and, you know, now I'm not 100%.
I do feel like this is a bit of an overreaction, but you also kind of can't help your feelings, especially, like, when you've, like, experienced cheating like she has. And I think she is communicating well through that, and she's not holding that against him, obviously, and she's still able to communicate her feelings.
And then when everything is
handling it.
perfect, and then one thing goes wrong, that thing is going to seem bigger. Because for other people, they've been dealing with crap like this the whole season.
Tiny. Could you imagine?
Tiny.
To, like, align their lives to be life partners was something that they were just as shocked as, like, we were.
Yeah.
He really does look like Chris Evans, honestly.
Budget Chris Evans.
Not even really budget. Like
not
double.
super budget.
Stunt double.
No, he's not. He's a budget Chris Evans, but barely.
Barely.
He's like he's like maybe
not famous.
You know what it is? He's a clearance Chris Evans. Because it was full price at one point, but they had to clearance it out.
That's way worse
is
than
it
budget.
No, clearance means it may have been a good item, but it's just been on the market for too long.
Budget could be a good item. Could be better than the original.
Usually, not always. Hydrox? You're gonna hit me with the Hydrox?
Sometimes the budget items are actually better, and the other ones are just like owned by a company that puts marketing on them, and that's Chris Evans. I like Chris Evans though. I feel like a real jerk. Saying mean things about Chris Evans. He seems fine.
I don't know if love is blind, but love is going on a break for ads real quick.
See?
Good.
You're like a little kid.
Why are they still together? What's going on? Are they gonna end up like
I think they're gonna get married.
No, really?
No, it's just my It's my gut fear.
No.
No, what you said about rumors about what was going on behind the scenes and who Tyler is and all this shit. I feel like they're gonna do it, and I'm gonna puke in my mouth.
Tyler.
He said there are no other cats in bags. The cat's out of the bag. There are cats everywhere.
There's cats
everywhere. They're all dead, and your bags
are
starting to stink.
Oh my god. Full of dead cats.
Full of dead cats.
We need to fill out our marriage license certificate. So.
Go ahead, babe.
Maybe I want to get
Does he not eat brownie batter? You gotta eat the batter. I'm immunocompromised. I still eat the batter.
I know. It's like you're gonna have your Caesar dressing every now and again.
Sometimes you gotta live a little. You get to choose what that means for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Depending on your health situation.
Raw
but for
yolk.
me, it's a little bit brownie batter.
You make mayo.
I make mayo. I make homemade mayo with
homemade mayo.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Do you have any?
No, I'm not. No reservations.
Rest in peace.
Anthony Bourdain?
Yeah, Anthony Bourdain.
No reservations.
Legend.
Oh my gosh, that's
Gone
so
too
sad.
soon.
Don't talk
Gone
about
too
that.
soon.
It's so sad. It makes me sad. I like Anthony Bourdain.
I know.
You're lucky, Nick.
I worked hard. You turned me from a boy to a man.
She doesn't think it's funny. That's the thing. She takes herself so seriously. Like, Hannah, please, girl, let it go.
Tell us about you. What do you like to do?
Who the are you, bro? I forgot his name I was thinking his name was Kevin.
I'm having to change a lot about the type of man I am.
He does seem like a very gregarious, outgoing, flirtatious person. And I do think it's a little bit hard to ask somebody to not be like that.
Because even him talking about Katie, he's like, it didn't matter to me because I'm into you and I want to marry you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a 40-minute long conversation with her, but he just wants to talk to people. He does seem really gregarious.
Right.
I don't know. I think there's potentially more problems with the Katie conversation.
I think about like the two of us, and I'm like, unless there's a reason to feel jealous, I would like to see you like laughing with like a friend, regardless
Other
of
people.
gender.
Yeah.
I would like to see you like be able to, be out in a group together and see that you're having fun with people that aren't me. Like, to me, that doesn't. That doesn't induce jealousy for me.
I'm not asking
I just
you
don't
to
want
change who you
these
are.
to
I'm not asking you
linger
to be a
on.
different person. I'm asking you to respect me. I'm asking you to be not flirtatious.
She kind of is asking him to change a big aspect of his personality, though. He is very gregarious. He does, make friends with people easily. And she doesn't like that when it's women.
It sounds to you like it's a lot, and it's a lot of work, and it's all this stuff, when it's really not.
Because so here's the problem. These two have no idea what's going on, and they're just hearing it right now from Hannah, right?
Yeah, this is annoying.
I don't think these people know the situation at all.
I think the only thing I question if you're ready to be able to fully commit to me to marry me.
I don't think he's displayed to me anything that would make me question his commitment in a marriage. I feel like that's a cheap shot. He hasn't had a lot of partners. He hasn't indicated he's cheated on people in the past. He hasn't indicated he has commitment
Any sort
problems.
of loyalty issues.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
I'm
fair
not
to
seeing
put on
that.
him because he's friendly with people. I'm not seeing that particular issue.
They're inviting us into this craziness and wanting us to be a part of it. Mom!
Oh, her mom's being supportive, though.
Yeah, she is. That's great.
Oh, she's choking up Garrett over here.
Garrett.
Garrett's getting all choked up.
I know I've met my person. Welcome to the family.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's so sweet.
For me, it's Nick doesn't match me intellectually. Nick doesn't match my humor. She doesn't match me creatively. He doesn't match me financially.
You shouldn't get married, Hannah, and she knows this, and that's basically what she's saying right now.
I feel like I'm teaching him how to love, and I'm teaching him to be in a relationship.
Oh my God, Hannah. Hannah, I want to root for you, Hannah. You're making it so hard.
Well, she's clearly not going, they're not getting married, this is their breakup.
This is dumb.
They're breaking up. They're about to break up.
Oh, because they're supposed to go to get dresses and she's not going to go.
She's not going to go.
And that's good because they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be together. We've been saying this the whole effing time.
Do you know what's annoying too? Is that it's like when she says he doesn't match me, she means like she's on a higher level than him.
On everything.
Intellectually, maturity, creativity, apparently.
Humor. He's not funny.
Literally everything. And like that.
I'm sorry, have you seen her be funny once?
She's been mean and thought she was funny. Is that the same? I just, like, it's frustrating. Like, that's not how the world works. You cannot like someone, you cannot want them to be your partner, but it doesn't mean that they're worse at everything than you.
I know. That's,
like, what a weird perspective.
Yeah.
Am I interrupting? Hannah, who's not here today.
Hannah and Nick.
Yes.
Oh, Vanessa knows she's watching it all through the cameras, you fools.
Let's flip it around. Because we are here for your dress shopping.
Vanessa just has a script, and she's like, that is not in my script. We will not be talking about that.
I like to imagine that she's actual like a robot. You know, maybe her and Nick are. And it's just like, behind the eyes, it's just like scripts running down.
I don't care about the outfits.
Yeah.
Every time we do one of these seasons, people get mad because I don't like the outfits.
Yeah, we're going to probably just fast forward for most of this because it's boring. I mean, what can we even comment on? Part of the problem is, too, we don't have anything to say in these moments. It's all very controlled. It's like a commercial practically. It's not fun to watch. No. And it's not fun to comment on.
I knew you'd get here, girl.
At some point.
I think the only thing I can get down with in terms of weddings is like if there's a decent buffet situation, like I'll go.
What's the food like?
What's the food, right? Or like if food carts, maybe? If you like have food carts come in.
Oh, if they have tacos, I'm done.
If there's good food, I'm there. Yeah. Otherwise, fuck no.
Can you imagine Tyler standing beside you now?
Yeah.
Do the producers know? This is the other thing that's like feels unethical to me is like if they know and they're letting her go through this thinking that like she's met the man of her dreams and she has no idea he is still lying to her.
I've learned from all the ways that maybe I wasn't the best husband in my first marriage.
Right.
Wasn't the biggest problem in his first marriage, though, according to him, the religious differences?
I know, but that doesn't mean that... I like that he's saying maybe I wasn't the best in my first marriage. So the religious differences, and then maybe he didn't feel like he showed up good in that. I like that he said that he didn't show up the best in the first... We don't know what happened, but he's owning something.
I think that's a normal... Like, I did not show up well in our early relationship. Like,
Same.
I would be saying that if, like... we had gotten married and then divorced, I would be like, oh yeah, I could definitely change from my first relationship. Yeah.
Instead, you're stuck with me.
Stuck like glue.
Still just met this person like, what, a month ago? Like, you're working through a lot.
Yeah, he hasn't caught a fish all month, dude. He hasn't had time.
It's been really hard for him.
It probably is.
Does he even fish anymore? With how he's looking on Instagram, doesn't even look like he fishes anymore.
He can't get in the water with that hair.
No, can't do it.
He'd ruin the look, you know? There's a lot of fish in San Diego.
So many fish.
Mitch's Seafood.
So much salt
Mitch's
life.
Seafood.
Great fish plate. You going to San Diego?
Go to Mitch's Seafood.
They got shirts. They got hot sauce.
Man, I really missed an opportunity not wearing Mitch's Seafood today.
You didn't know.
Oh.
I want to see Hannah and Nick break up so bad. I don't give a crap about these dresses.
It's beautiful. The color, the
color's
beautiful.
Style.
The color?
They're all white.
They're all white.
Who cares, dude?
No, that one's more of an ivory.
No, people
except it's
will
not.
be like
it's straight
that.
White.
People will be like that.
Yeah, I guess. There we go.
Here we go. Break
Time for this disaster.
I like our little mini Uggs. Does he have any idea what's going on? Does he know already? Probably, right? They've had the pre-conversation, right?
Those 5 concerns that I have are still there. They never went away, ever, because you just kept repeating the same exact actions.
So she's saying this whole time she's viewing him as delusional? That's so fucking rude.
Why is she being mean to him? Like, I don't know why you need to do this in order to say that she doesn't think they're compatible.
Just say you're not compatible and walk, dude.
And it's delusion. It's just like, you just can't see how I feel.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I don't usually like I'm sorry you feel that way, but
it's
honestly,
the only thing that makes sense here.
How can he apologize for what she's saying because she's putting shit on
her?
Because I can use specific examples. I don't know if you can, but I can. And because I remember things I know you don't.
Why is she being so rude? My God, Hannah, stop. Just break up with him.
You see how you're always demeaning, you're always talking down on me.
Yes, she is always demeaning and talking down to him.
I'm fine if you don't want to marry it, but I don't know why you got to demean him.
Yeah, why do you have to make him feel bad about his life?
I'm fine with just like do your own thing. Like you're not compatible, but don't put him down.
Don't put him down in the process.
Reason.
And that's what it feels like to me is that he's fighting to just be like, I'm a human being
that deserves human respect.
That deserves respect, right?
And then she's saying you're not respecting me when she never gives him a modicum of respect.
No, never. And he respects her constantly. He listens to her.
He doesn't pop off when she's being mean to him.
No, which is super mature, honestly.
His maturity in handling conflict in a relationship is honestly admirable.
Just want to make sure if this is the last conversation that we ever have, I would like to be able to get all my feelings out.
Yeah, but she doesn't care about him. That's the thing. It's so self-centered with her. She wants to tell him how it is, make it all his fault, and break up with him. And she doesn't want to listen to him, and he can't correct her, and like all this shit.
She needs him to be the villain.
Yeah, and
so she comes out of here scot-free.
He's not a villain.
She keeps like framing it in a way that is disingenuous to reality, so that she looks amazing and he's wrong about everything.
Which is so
and it's just so
dumb. It doesn't have to be that way.
It doesn't.
They could both just be two people that aren't compatible.
Yeah,
like that's
which
fine.
is what it
There's
is.
Nothing wrong
well,
with
actually,
that.
it isn't what it is. It could have just been that they were incompatible, but she comes out like an asshole to me.
Yeah.
Nick's very good at telling people what they want to hear, and I feel very manipulated, and I feel very weak.
What has he done?
What?
Sometimes you have to be real and you have to be honest, and I'm so real and honest.
Oh my God, dude.
Because you're perfect, Hannah.
She's fucking
Everything you do
dude. Delusional.
is perfect.
Hannah thinks she's getting the goddamn protagonist edit here.
She's not.
They're not even trying to edit against her. Just the things that come out of her mouth are offensive left
It'd
and
be
right.
hard to edit towards her.
It'd be hard to give her a good edit with everything we've seen, honestly. You'd have to cut her out most of the time.
I don't get the vibes that he's just manipulating her. Like, I just don't. And I'm not seeing her give any coherent examples of how he's manipulating her.
I was willing to give my all to the last possible second.
He's been very calm, too. Very patient, very calm.
I know.
Like, those are all really good qualities.
Look, if there's shit that comes out about Nick, I'm willing to hear it out. But, like, honestly, the way he showed up on the show, I don't hate him at all. He's an average guy.
I think I'm just done trying.
That's okay. I wish she had just said that at the outset. Instead of insulting him constantly, I wish she just said, I just feel like this feels like too much work for me. And I'm done trying.
And there's too many little things that you need to get past. There are so many awesome ways that she could have presented that.
Totally.
But she thought she was doing him a favor by giving him hard truths. And she thought that he was a manipulator and a liar, and he played her. I don't even know
if I've met anyone, honestly, that likes to give people hard truths that I feel like I get along with, or I feel like that's not healthy for me. Yeah, honestly,
because it usually ends up people like Hannah.
Yeah,
giving hard truths is good. But people that say that are Hannah's.
Can you take it? Could she take it? If
and the answer's
Nick
no.
sat down and said all the same crap to her that she said to him, could you take it?
She doesn't even acknowledge it as reality, too. When he's like, you're mean to me, she pretends he's not saying anything and then moves the conversation forward because she doesn't listen to anything he says while saying that she doesn't feel heard.
Yeah, I don't want to follow in the footsteps of everyone in my family getting divorced. I know it's an option for us, too. I don't really want it to be.
That's the way we feel. Like, we've known people that are like, we'll never get divorced. We know it's an option. We just don't want to get divorced because we love each other.
Yeah.
And it's not about, like, being a divorcee. I'm not, like, worried about that. The title means nothing to me. It's just losing you.
This is sweet.
Right. Just do what you think you should do in this situation.
Oh, I don't like that. Because she's like, do what you think you should do, but there's
an expectation.
An expectation, right? She has an idea of what that means to her, and it's very specific.
You shouldn't have to be telling them what to do. Like, that's...
Yeah.
And that's the core of it, but then if you have an expectation, you should communicate your expectations because people can't read your mind.
Yes. And there's a wide range of what people think is appropriate for a circumstance.
I guess in my head, I'm like prioritizing like what's really important, like where does my energies need to go to.
That's how I feel whenever you come up with a new project for the house. Like when I just brought a bunch of bricks here, and you're like, you should like look for more free plants. I'm like, okay, well I have all these other things to do, and sure.
That one's off the list.
That one's off the list.
Yeah. That's
I
like
get what he's saying.
Like a year, 2 years in the future. Yeah, I know, because like I'm like her.
Yeah.
Because I'm like bouncing and then I'm like, oh, we should do this and we should do that. And you're like, well, there are only so many hours in the day.
Yeah.
So.
As long as you hear me.
No, I hear you. I understand where you're coming from.
I feel like this conversation was sort of nothing. There's a lot of mild tension between them.
Skydiving is always something I wanted to do prior to getting married. I just like the idea of taking an actual leap of faith.
Yeah, she's taking a leap of faith, all right. Do not
I'm
have
trying to
faith
look
in
at
that.
this as if I don't know that Tyler is lying to her about everything.
But you do.
But I do.
It sucks watching this and just knowing that Ashley's being made a fool of.
If the producers know, they have to tell her, right? She cannot get legally married to this man.
Who might be a scam artist.
Right.
Allegedly.
I always said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna jump out of a plane with my husband the day before my wedding.
This sucks. Watching their connection, because it is good, but it's not real.
It's good if it were real.
And that sucks.
And to see... I'm mostly just not even watching, but to see how manipulative he is, how fake he is, it's scary. It's scary how good he is at this, how much he believes his own shit.
I'm so excited, so happy.
Aww. It's cute watching them be happy.
I'm glad for them.
Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, God. What happened?
Did he shit the bed? Uh-oh.
Whoa. It's bad. What's happened?
I don't know. There's just a lot.
Something happened to him or her or them.
In terms of like experiencing what it's like to exist together and to live together and all of that.
Did she not flush the toilet?
No, we just heard her flush.
This is true. Maybe that's because he was like, you
go
back in
flush
there.
That. I'm not flushing that for you.
She never flushes.
Marriage, like it's not just about like love. Like love is important. Like it's hugely important, but like it's not just that.
What is the problem? Please. She made him use a condom and he's traumatized now.
This is what happens when he uses condoms. He's broken as a person.
What?
Oh God,
like, are they gonna address what the f they're talking about? Like, why is this happening? What's going on?
Maybe letting those people get to you. They're not here with us. Like, they did not experience what we experienced together.
Family. Being like, you're making a mistake, you're an idiot. I don't know, who knows what the f was being said.
It's family stuff, though.
It scares me because divorce isn't something that you want to do. Like, I don't want to get to a place where, like, down the road, we're getting divorced.
Well, he's afraid now, too, because he's getting doubts from outside, is what it seems like. They are not good at giving us the context for what the hell they're upset about. Because it is hard reading between the lines with these two.
Yeah.
That is the risk of falling in love. Like, we're all terrified of that.
The truth of falling in love is that we all lose it at some point.
Oh, okay, don't. Stop. I'm on my period. I'm going to cry. Like, I already feel it, so just knock it off, okay? That is terrifying and sad.
No, but I cherish every day.
Okay, but it's sad.
Because it's temporary.
God damn.
Coming up my asshole, man.
Please ride.
Well, who has dancers?
That's definitely Marissa and Ramses.
Yeah.
That's all they're giving us. They're like, we've already given you too many previews.
All right, there we go. That is the final episode until the weddings.
We haven't watched Habibi yet. Okay, I'm sorry about it, but I just can't.
They dropped them all at once.
That's their fault, not my fault.
And we were like, hey, we could work every single day this month, or we could take like a day or two of a break. And we decided to err on the taking a small break.
I'm tired. Okay.
We're tired. And we also just like, people are like, wow, you're brave for tackling Habibi. And I think it intimidated us a little bit.
I'm afraid now, yeah. Are we brave? Okay, what even happened? What do we want to talk about? What's going on?
I don't know.
Hannah and Nick broke up.
They suck.
Half the couples are broken up now, right?
Yeah.
We're literally down to half.
Yeah.
3? How many were there before?
It was Marissa. So who do we have? Let's just talk about who we have left, I guess. Marissa and Ramses seem like they're going to make it. They're showing us the ups and downs, but they're probably married or they're at least friends. I don't think it's an ugly breakup.
They get married just because Ramses seems very stressed about it.
I have no idea. But they're also going to lead. They're leading.
I don't really know either. And the show arbitrarily puts a lot of stress on them right before the wedding. So kind of natural that they'd be stressed, I suppose.
And then we have Ashley and Tyler.
If they get married and the production team didn't tell her what the hell's going on with Tyler, I'm going to be mad.
Yeah, I fear yes, though. I greatly fear yes.
Very scary. They're very scary. It's scary how, because they get along so good. And then you're watching it and you're like, but Tyler's lying the whole time. That's why they're getting along so good.
Yeah, it's easy to actually get along with people if you lie constantly.
Right.
Because if you just tell them whatever they want to hear, then you'll get along. That's really literally it. And then there's Garrett and Taylor who are going to get married and be cute.
Yeah, they're great.
There's no problems there.
They're going to be Love is Blind royalty.
They are. They'll be coming to the events.
They will.
Because he's already glowed up or wifed up, whatever. So then they're going to be showing up, and Nick and Vanessa are going to parade them around. If they have a baby, it'll be, Love is Blind baby.
They're both really hot, too. They're really good looking.
Fucking hell.
They both look great. They're younger than the people that were on Love is Blind 1 by now. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're right, because they're catching up. Yeah, okay.
And they don't hate the show as much as some of the people from the first season of Love is Blind hate the show.
Yeah.
So they're going to be using them for promo material is what's going on here.
That's exactly what's going on.
Every season they have like one good couple.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
At some point we'll be like Married at First Sight and there'll be none.
There'll be none soon.
And then how long are we going to hang on to the show after that?
We're already kind of losing grip.
They got to pivot, you know what I mean?
They got to pivot. We've talked about golden, queer.
Like, these ideas seem basic to me, and it's confusing why they haven't implemented any of them.
I know.
Like, just implement.
Like,
what are you
Come
waiting
on,
for?
Lachey's. Anyway.
How do you feel about the Hannah and Nick conversation?
Annoyed. I don't want to see it again. I don't want to rewatch it when we're editing, but I will have to watch it again. That's how I feel.
If you edit it, you will. Yeah, Hannah's rude.
How about you?
Hannah's rude.
She might be saying decent things sometimes, but I cannot pay attention to anything she says because she constantly comes off like an asshole.
It's so condescending and mean,
and
there's no reason.
need to be an asshole.
There's no reason.
So she's a write-off for me.
So next...
Do you want to be an asshole? Just comment down below. Go off, be an asshole.
Oh, in the comments?
Yeah, in the comments. Be an asshole in the comments below.
Not to us. I can't handle it.
Yeah, actually, don't be an asshole to us or other people. I mean, but if you gotta call us out, or if you got different opinions on anything, or you have anything you want to share, please let us know.
Also, feel free to vent. I vented earlier today on one of my coworkers.
I love the vents.
It's pretty good.
I liked like the 3-paragraph text blocks.
Yeah.
Without indentations usually there's punctuation, but
yeah.
I love those. I read those.
You're like,
I'm
going in.
I'm like, ooh, we got some shit here. I love that shit. So continue that trend if you enjoy that.
Yes.
Or say hi, what's up. And we'll see you next time for Habibi or the rest of the show. Okay, thank you. Bye.
And then I got it knocked, and I started going,
ridiculous.
All those tearjerker.
Hey, we're gonna go on a cruise this summer. You should come with us.
Can you imagine if Jerry called you up?
Who?
Jerry.
My dog?
Yeah, and he was like, hey, I'm getting married.
Oh, that's what this is. Okay. I would be shocked that he learned to use the phone. Really impressed, honestly. Super
Dial?
impressed. Yeah, that's hard, man. Press buttons.
He's impressive, though.
I would think he'd be ready to get married.
Think he could figure it out.
If
Oh,
that,
you're right.
If that all happened.
Mom, speak English.
Yeah, I mean, even if he barked into the phone, I'd be like, yep, go for it.